Welcome to the Tuesday, December 19th, regular city council meeting. Would you please all join me for the Pledge of Allegiance? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Roll call, please.
Smock.
Here.
Bergman. Siebel. Osborne.
Here.
Weir.
Here.
Excellent. May I take a motion to approve the December 19th, 2023 agenda?
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Well, we had actually three council members, but we had a couple that are out tonight sick. So we are going to just have Ms. Osborne here and just honoring her in the time of service. So I just wanted to.
Oh, God.
Christie had come in March 2nd, actually, is when you were appointed back in 2021. And it was interesting because at that time she was on the library board. And she was, she was really encouraged because she saw that she could make some changes. And I think that was one of your initial, I don't know if I really want to do this, but I really have enjoyed the time on the library board. So we just appreciate you stepping up at that time because we needed to get somebody appointed right away.
Yeah.
So, March 2nd, 2021 through December 31st, 2023. So we appreciate your service. We appreciate all that you've done and your opinion that you've given us throughout the last, several years.
Thank
So,
you.
thank you for
appreciate it.
serving.
Thank you.
Yeah. And feel free to say anything before.
Oh, well, it's been a learning experience. And it's been interesting, and I'm glad that I could contribute in some way.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was nice, and it will, maybe someday I'll come back. I don't know. We'll
Yeah.
see.
Everyone's always welcome back, right?
Gotta win.
Well, thank you again. I really
Thank you.
appreciate it. Anyone for public discussion tonight?
Mayor, would it just be simply just to acknowledge, I guess, even though they are absent, do you have their terms or listed of service by chance?
I
offhand?
don't. I was just planning, well, I can go through that though.
Just enough that here for the public, for those that
Yeah.
aren't, since this would have been their last meeting.
Yes, Steve Siebel has been with us since the 9th of November. He took office early because there was a vacancy. He was elected, so he served almost 10 years with us. He's had a lot of opinions, very good opinions, and he's had a lot to contribute, I would say, in all aspects of being a council member for the city. Jeff Bergman, who was appointed in June of '22, also, like Christie, stepped up to the plate because we had a vacancy we needed to fill. And Jeff I think he's really enjoyed it and had also ran again. Of course, Steve Siebel did as well, and had a lot to learn and actually has come forward and said that he'd be interested in being on some boards serving as well. So just want to thank all of you for your service because without you, we couldn't do this. So I really appreciate it myself personally. So, and if anybody wants to add on the council, I'm more than happy to.
Yeah, I can certainly speak since we're about down, and Dottie, it's been probably a good 2 weeks officially, right? From your side, but yes, and Christy, of course, here, thank you as well, and I obviously to Steve and to Jeff, who I've had the ability and privilege to work with for the last couple of years for Steve, and then the fill-in with Jeff, just shorter than that, but really what I want to call out is anybody, no matter what side of the fence you're on, no matter, who you're here for, what you're here for, anything, to bring it back, if we're all here for the community and if we're all doing the right thing, it's I mean, overall, it's definitely not for the money, and to be honest, it's kind of a thankless job at times, but I don't think that's why anybody sits up here to do it. We need more people like that in general. So for those
Yeah.
that choose to take away from their personal time, from their families and other things, because not that we don't love our community, but no one would, none of us would cry if all of a sudden it came out and said, oh, hey, we had to cancel a meeting or something. I mean, no one would be really disappointed. So just putting that out there that we're here because we want to be, but, we always have other obligations too. So,
Right.
Christy, to you as well, and then to Jeff and Steve, thank you for your commitment, because it is a lot. So,
Yeah, it is.
It was enjoyable. I did have a good time. And I got
Good.
to meet everybody and work with everybody, and I like that too. And I
Yeah,
got to meet some citizens, people of Evansdale, because I don't typically get around and out and about, so it was nice to get to know people too.
yeah, I totally agree with that, because it's a eye-opening experience, and just walking, every day with the phone calls you might receive, or, people that'll come up to you and ask you about something maybe that's a hot topic on their mind. It's nice to be able to listen, because I think that's the number one thing that they want.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, thank you. Appreciate everybody's comments. Public discussion? Okay, we'll move on to the approval of the consent agenda. I'll take a motion to approve.
I'll make that motion.
I'll second it.
All in favor?
aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Thank you. Number 8 is approval of the resolution calendar. I'll take a motion to approve the payment of the bills.
Christy,
Sure, I'll make the motion to
it's the
approve
last
it.
meeting, I want you on somewhere.
Okay, sure. I'll make the motion to approve.
I'll second.
Roll call, please.
Smock,
Yes.
Osborne,
Yes.
Weird.
Yes.
Excellent. Don't really have much as mayor reports, but be happy to have council speak as well. But I do want to wish everybody a Merry Christmas. I think that we've had a really great year. Looking forward to 2024, new things, finishing up some projects, hopefully some future projects that, are still working on, Eagles Landing projects, just middle and looking at development agreements and purchase agreements, and, working with the attorney regarding that. But surely would keep you posted if you'd like to be going forward. So that being said, council?
Yeah, so just more of a question in, and I would have snagged you earlier, but I did not have the opportunity. There were questions and things just that I've seen around, and I know we've used to in the past, but here on Lafayette, and it's kind of the downtown area,
Yeah.
I believe it was the chamber that kind of always had put up
Yes.
the different pieces. I know for the flags, the city has now kind of taken that over, and I
Yeah.
know for Christmas time, it has been missed for this year that they weren't up.
Yeah.
Do we know kind of the status of, is it still in the hands of the chamber? Is that something that right now is something that, we need to look to reinvent for next year to kind of bring it back? Do you have any details or where that kind of landed?
I can answer it two ways. The city took it over probably at least 5 years ago.
Okay, even
Maybe
Christmas?
6.
Okay.
Yeah, even Christmas. I know Chris was struggling because they're very old.
Okay,
So I know Chris was struggling getting replacement bulbs for him, trying to put them back together, and I think he just ran out of time.
okay,
Chris has had this vacation planned for several months, and he is out of town until tomorrow. So, or is it Thursday? Yeah, he's out of town until Thursday, so I think that's what happened. So I just noticing that they hadn't been put up this year. I never got to talk to him about it until, because he'd already been gone. Normally we'd do that. That's something we really need to look into. That's something when we do Evansdale Days, we're setting aside funds for, we need all new banners as well on our poles, because they're literally falling apart, and Christmas lights. So, and then, the chamber talked about maybe working with us to do that as well, so.
Yeah, no, that works, especially,
Yeah.
going into it, it's something we can look at, whether it's from a budget angle or not, but we've got a lot of great businesses in town, and obviously
Yeah.
that's where the chamber comes in, is to kind of move in, and
Yes.
if we, if it is in need of a full replacement, and, we can't get parts or bulbs or those things, good time to kind of go around and see if maybe we can partner with the businesses and have them each sponsor, a
Yeah.
wreath or a pole or something to at least knock, if not all of it out, but a good chunk of it.
Yeah.
Obviously, just to call out Ted's again this year, he was generous enough to really help us light up that tree.
He was.
So, yeah. So, just thinking, cause, and not calling anybody out, but absolutely, I feel probably a good chunk of us up here do pay attention to social media, the good and the bad. I will sit here and personally say, I know I'm not gonna be able to please everybody, but I felt it was a valid point, and I appreciated all the positive comments that were on of simply just, yeah, it'd be great if we could figure out how to do something, or how do we make this work, trying to come up with a solution. So that's where I wanted to bring it up, if not
Yeah.
tonight, but even just in conversation with you. Because it would be nice to bring back, and yeah, if we could help, bring our city and the businesses together and kind of go in as a project, they've always, seemed to help come to a common goal for us in the past.
Yes,
So
yeah, I
think that
totally
would
agree
be-
with you.
Be a great refresh project and something that would be visible even, to everybody, and also to, from the businesses, so.
Yep.
And now I'm just rambling, so.
Can I add something? The street department's been in the process of replacing those light poles too.
Yes,
So
right.
that put them a little bit
Exactly.
behind
Yep.
schedule too.
Yep.
so.
And I knew that just simply from a time frame, because I knew Chris had been out and things. But I was just curious, even just, do we have them? Does the city have them?
We
Are they
do.
all broken?
Yeah.
I didn't even know where they were sitting anymore, because I was like, well, I remember them. I don't know where they're at. but
Yeah.
I remember them.
How old are they exactly? Do you remember?
I don't know that for sure, but the chamber did buy them. And the chamber bought them when they were, very active in the community. So, matter of fact, they did get donations from the businesses. So, and they actually said what business they were from on each ornament. So really nice to get the community involved as well.
You bet.
Yeah. Anything else, council?
Just outside of, the same as we wrap up, that, yeah, Merry Christmas and
Yeah.
Happy New Year and all that to everybody.
You bet.
Hopefully everybody stays safe, especially stay healthy. And we've
And
all
healthy.
been talking everybody out sick.
Yes.
Keep the sniffles away, but yeah, just simply enjoy the holidays, just the time with your families. My wife's angry at me because she, I didn't give her a long present list, and it's one of those years that I took back and I said, I seriously don't want nor need, I'm good. Let me be with you and the kids. So, no, it's already being recorded, and as soon as I said it, I'm like, I probably should have waited on that one, but no, just, with those that you can, with families and loved ones around, please enjoy that time with them.
Definitely. Motion to adjourn.
I make the motion. Last one.
I'll second that.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Thank you.
You're good, John. You caught it right at the end.